Orbiting the Sun at a staggering distance of roughly 4.5 billion kilometers, or 30 astronomical units, Neptune is the 8th planet and the last major planet of our solar system. In fact, it's so far that even our Sun appears significantly dim on Neptune, and it takes roughly 4 hours for sunlight to reach the giant. Being at such a great distance from our Sun, one Neptunian year or one orbit of Neptune around the Sun takes roughly 165 Earth years. However, one day on Neptune is roughly 16 hours. Surprising, right? You're watching Into the Unknown, and in today's video, I'll be taking you to Neptune and tell you what has been found about the ice giant so far. But before we continue, take a moment to subscribe to Into the Unknown and click the bell icon. In September 1846, Johann Galle discovered Neptune. It was the first planet to have ever been discovered using mathematical calculations. The discovery of Neptune was predicted way before it was actually discovered. Astronomers used to observe irregularities in the orbit of Uranus, which they thought was because of the gravitational influence of another giant planet beyond Uranus. Eventually, these predictions turned out to be true, and this is how Neptune was discovered. It was discovered in 1846, and since then, it completed its first orbit around the Sun in 2011. Neptune, being the 4th gas giant of our solar system, does not have any solid surface. Its atmosphere is mostly composed of hydrogen, helium, and methane. And it's methane, which is also present on Uranus, which is why both the planets have a bluish color. But according to recent research, it is suggested that a concentrated layer of haze exists on both Uranus and Neptune. Nevertheless, the layer on Uranus is thicker, which whitens the planet more than Neptune. If there was no hazy layer on both the planets, they would have had a color equally blue. Furthermore, Neptune is the windiest world in our solar system. Winds on Neptune can be up to 9 times stronger than Earth's, and hence, winds on Neptune reach speeds of up to 2,000 kilometers an hour. And comparing this to the strongest winds on Earth, Neptune surely is windy. The distance in between Earth and Neptune is so much that Neptune is the only planet in our solar system which is not visible to the naked eye. And it's this distance which is the sole reason why the sunlight that reaches Neptune is 900 times less bright than the sunlight that reaches us. With a radius of 24,622 kilometers, Neptune is 4 times bigger than the Earth. And although Neptune is at number 8 from the Sun, there comes a time when Pluto, due to its highly oval-shaped orbit, crosses and comes inside the orbit of Neptune, which makes Neptune at number 9 from the Sun for roughly 20 years. This switch between the orbits of Neptune and Pluto happens every 248 Earth years. The last time this happened was from 1979 to 1999. However, as these two planets are a significant distance apart, it is highly unlikely that they will ever crash into one another. Additionally, Neptune is tilted at an angle of 28 degrees to its plane, an angle that is close to that of Earth, however, slightly more. This is the exact reason why Neptune also experiences seasons similar to Earth. But because a year on Neptune is just so long, each of the 4 seasons last for over 40 years. And speaking of its orbit, 1 year on Neptune is equal to 165 years on Earth. However, 1 day on Neptune is 16 Earth hours, which is considerably short. The reason why it takes 16 hours for Neptune to fully rotate is because Neptune has a significantly higher rotational speed compared to Earth. Earth rotates at a speed of 1,000 miles an hour, whereas Neptune rotates at a speed of roughly 6,000 miles an hour. The reason why Neptune rotates at a higher speed is because planets in the early solar system were formed when a disk of gas and dust rotating around the Sun collapsed, and in this process, Neptune acquired a significant angular momentum, and hence Neptune has, since its formation, been rotating faster than Earth. Additionally, Neptune has 14 known moons, of which the largest is Triton, which was discovered on 10th October 1846 by William Lassell. Surprisingly, just 17 days after Neptune was discovered. Other than its large size, the reason why Triton is famous is because it's the only moon in the solar system which orbits its planet in a direction opposite to its planet's rotation. This is called a retrograde orbit. This suggests that Triton once may have been an independent object which was later captured by Neptune. There is also a strong suggestion that Triton is a Kuiper belt object, which was captured by Neptune's gravity. Kuiper Belt is a region of our solar system which starts just beyond Neptune and extends for 25 astronomical units. It consists of tiny icy objects which are in orbit around the Sun in the same plane as of the planets. The Kuiper Belt is also home to the dwarf planet Pluto, and is also considered to be the place of origin for the comets that come into our solar system. And who knows, maybe once it may have been home to Triton. Just like the icy giant, Triton is also extremely cold, with surface temperatures being roughly around -390 degrees Fahrenheit. However, for reasons unknown, Triton is growing warmer according to scientists. But before we continue, take a moment to subscribe to Into the Unknown and click the bell icon. While people love Saturn for its beautiful rings, not many know that even Neptune has 5 main rings. These rings start near the planet and extend outward. The 5 main rings are Gale, Leverrier, Flessel, Arago, and Adams. These rings have clumps of dust which are called arcs, and 4 prominent of arcs are called Liberty, Equality, Fraternity, and Courage. These 4 prominent arcs are in the outermost ring, Adams. Being extremely far away from the Sun, Neptune is located in the extremely outer reaches of our solar system. And it's a fact that Neptune cannot support life, because the conditions on Neptune are unfriendly for any sort of life we know to exist there. Therefore, till date, only one spacecraft was sent to Neptune, and that was Voyager 2. Voyager 2 was launched with the objectives of visiting the 4 gas giants of the solar system and conduct an in-depth study on them, out of which Neptune was the last. Voyager 2 was launched in 1977 and reached Neptune after 12 years in 1989. It flew by at a distance of 4,950 kilometers above Neptune's North Pole. This is the picture of Neptune, which was captured by Voyager 2. And hence, Voyager 2 was the first and the only spacecraft to ever travel to Neptune and conduct a flyby around it. Ever since Voyager 2, no other space probe has been sent to explore the icy giant again. And that's because there isn't much need to physically send a probe to Neptune to conduct any study, and that's maybe because Neptune does not have anything special to offer to astronomers. However, at first sight, Neptune may seem deceiving, as its concentrated blue color suggests the existence of water. However, methane is what is really responsible for the color. Nevertheless, scientists do believe that Neptune does host an ocean of superhot water that doesn't boil away because the high pressure of the planet keeps the water locked inside. However, what exactly is the case may be unfolded as further studies are conducted on the densest gas giant of our solar system. As of now, a mission has been proposed by NASA to study Neptune, which is given the name Neptune Odyssey. If this conceptual mission is conducted, it will involve an orbiter which will launch in 2023 by NASA and arrive at Neptune in 2049 to conduct further studies. Until then, Neptune is extremely far away for astronomers to uncover any secrets which this gas giant may be hiding. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Share your thoughts or questions in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe to Into the Unknown for more amazing content, and ring the bell icon to stay tuned.